What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is a debut on the channel, Civilization 6, requested by Patrick and Velocifaptor. This is a song called, let's see if I'm saying this right, Sogno Di Volare, aka The Dream of Flight, Civilization 6 main theme. This is from, well, it says Christopher Tin. I'm not sure if that's the composer, but 16 million views. I've never heard of Civilization. Living under a rock here. And it says Sid Meier's. I don't know what that is. Maybe the developer. I don't know anything about Civilization. Apparently there's 6 of them at least. Yeah, that's a lot of views. That kind of makes me nervous now. Anyways, The Dream of Flight. And I believe that's an Italian title. Anyways, I'm getting more interested the more I talk about it. Civilization 6 main theme. Let's go. See where this goes. Okay, we got a map. Oh. The title of the song feels perfect so far. Wow. Whoa. I felt that in my chest when the key changed. Or the chord changed. The flute's in the background. Dude. Snare. Now I'm super curious what kind of game this is. I see Casa, I know that word. Cielo, sky. Okay, I'm recognizing some words. I speak Spanish. This isn't Spanish though. Is that it? No. Filling the universe with wonder and glory. Jeez, dude. This is huge. Glory. Glory. Ooh. Let me pause that and read that really quick. Oh, I think it is Italian. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Because I know Italian and Spanish have a lot of similarities. Like I just realized sogno is close to the word sueño, which is dream. De, the, or of. And volar, which is pretty much the same in Spanish. Volar is flight. So dream of flight. Yeah, okay. I didn't connect those two. Composed by Christopher Tin, so this is his channel, okay. Lyrics by Leonardo da Vinci. Adapted by Chiara Cortez. Angel City Chorale. Dude, this is like way bigger than I imagined. Recorded at Abbey Road Studios. Whoa. Okay. Obviously, whatever I just encountered was a big deal. That was very loud in my ears. I always have these turned up pretty loud. But I do that so I can feel it and like be there. This was like the ultimate song to feel. A whole lot of emotions just went through me because this is my first time hearing of this game. I had lyrics on screen, which I didn't even know was going to happen. I saw the view count. I was like, oh crap. You know, I didn't see that before. Right before I check out a video, I click it like seconds before. I don't study it or anything. Sometimes you'll see me like scrolling here for, you know, looking at stuff. That felt so powerful, like internally, but I'll get to that. It kind of just came and went. I feel like I had some sort of like religious experience or something. So very early on, the music fit the title extremely well. And what I mean by that is if I didn't know the name of this song, like if I heard it completely blind, I would have said this sounds like I'm floating sky, ascension, in the clouds. It sounds very aerial, bird's eye view, like up. And as soon as I thought that and then looked, I was like, okay, yeah, dream of flight. That's like dead on. Dead on. Actually, no, not clear. I would say the two big takeaways from the song are the vocals and the string sections. But also the percussion, very epic and a lot of ascension in that too. Vocals, out of this world, really. Like, sounded so powerful and impressive. The whole thing was just impressive. You know what it felt like? I really, truly mean this, and I don't know why. It's just the first thing that came to mind. When I was hearing this and experiencing this, I felt a hint of like, I'm not worthy to be checking this out, whatever this is, you know what I mean? I felt very insubordinate and just kind of, okay. But that segues into a thought that I really had about this. Like, take what I just said and listen to what I'm about to say. Is that the whole thing to me sounded like a royalty, a kingdom, an anthem, like literally an anthem, a country anthem or a castle or something, just somewhere where people are in charge and there's a bunch of people underneath that just are listening. And then I see the name of the game, Civilization. It's like, okay. So something feels, I can't quite put it together, but I just have this resounding feeling of whatever I'm talking about, I feel like I'm close to what it is. And I have never seen it, I don't know what it is, but I see the map, the name, and the way I felt. I was like, something is like, for all I know, this is like a first-person shooter. Who knows? I'm just telling you how I felt. And there's 6 of these. And, that's kind of weird. Like, sure, I haven't played every game in the world. I've played a handful. But even then, I feel like I've heard at least of most games. I never even heard of this one. So the whole thing was new to me. And then, so I'm trying to figure out, like, have I ever seen or heard of this? And then I'm, like, blown away by what I just heard and felt and saw. I don't get a lot of, sometimes I get, you know, visions or a setting in my head based on the music, and it happens, I'd say more often than not, but not always. But with this one, it feels like I just kept seeing and feeling things, but most were around, but it was like two different settings. I had flight, sky, and above, and I also had like kingdom, guards, stuff like that. Civilization, I guess. The name was really bleeding into my subconscious. But the whole thing was just extremely impressive. And then we saw all the production credits at the end. Yeah, that was 16 million views, man. That's a lot. Not even for a video game. That's just a lot. There's times where, well, times almost every day. Every time I record, I feel like I've been living kind of under a rock, but there's times where it really feels that way. And right now, this video, this song, or this game is making me feel like I've just been completely oblivious. But it did remind me of one other thing, not really, but kind of. There was this game called Frostpunk I did a long time ago. It was like a city builder, but it was like snow covered or ice or something. I don't remember exactly, but the music was kind of similar. And I remember the developers like reached out to me. They found me, both the composer and the developers. I forgot their name, but you'll find if you just type like Frostpunk. But it reminded me of that sort of big orchestral hugeness. That was really impressive. I was gonna say I don't know what they're saying, but I do, because here. But the whole thing, speaking of which, seemed kind of positive, right? It seemed, and that's another reason why I feel like it was a sort of, I don't want to say dictatorship or anything, I don't want to get political, but it sounded like something, like I said, an anthem, or a, you know, like the way that all sang, it sounded like a crowd of people singing up to like a king or something, or tyrant or whatever. And the way that all sounded, and the lyrics read as if like this is our anthem, and you know what I mean? I don't know how else to put it. It sounded very specific. That was really cool. For many reasons that I just listed. But overall, I have so many questions. And I'm very curious as to how this video will even reach the masses. Will it just totally like, oh yeah, I've heard of Civilization, or like, oh my god, Civilization, I can't believe it's finally here. You know what I mean? I'm in this weird spot with it right now, but it's exciting, and it was cool. Anyways, shout out Christopher 10. And thank you Patrick and Velocifaptor. There's a couple more Civilization requests, not too many, but there is, so that's exciting. I don't know what else to say, but cool. I feel kind of motivated or something to just like, I don't know what that did, but maybe I should do some skydiving. Anyways, thank you to everyone that you see on screen. A big thanks to you for watching and keeping video game music, I was gonna say alive, but you know, keeping it relevant, let's say. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Have a nice night.